So, what are user interactions and why are they important? Well, in Selenium WebDriver, you may not always be able to do everything that you need to do with the WebDriver, right? For example, dragging and dropping, moving an element to a certain coordinate location, opening up your developer tools. How are you going to do that? And so these user interactions, they're meant to mimic the actual interactions of a user with a web page. Kind of makes sense, right? For example, if we have this draggable element, how are you going to take it and drag it over here to this other element? Well, using my mouse, I am able to select it and drop it here. You can also do things like drag it to a certain coordinate location, right? Whether I want that here or there, it doesn't matter. I'm using my mouse to do these interactions, doing things like double clicking. If I wanted to open my developer tools, just hit F12, it pulls up my developer tools. And so these are user interactions, and that's why they're very useful, because sometimes you may want to do stuff to the web page that does not involve exactly the driver. Now, I do have a word of caution in that flakiness with user interactions is very common. You should only use them as a last resort. Now think about it. If you're doing user interactions such as double clicking or opening up developer tools with your browser, it may be different going from browser to browser, right? I opened developer tools with F12 on Firefox, but maybe on Mac, Safari, F12 doesn't open developer tools. If I wanted to navigate to the network tab in Chrome developer tools, maybe it's completely different than navigating to a developer tab or to a network tab in Firefox. So those are the differences that can arise between not only different browsers, but also maybe even different resolutions. So you have to be very careful. They can be very flaky, and you need to use them as a last resort. But I am going to teach you guys regardless, just so that you have the knowledge, because they're absolutely necessary and you're going to need them. Just use them sparingly.